Have you ever gone to celebrate one happy moment, only to watch an entire family fall apart in seconds? I still get chills thinking about the day of our gender reveal. My husband, Ethan, and I had spent weeks planning the backyard party. Blue and pink balloons floated over the garden, our families were laughing around the barbecue, and our photographer kept saying, "This is going to be the sweetest day ever." I couldn't stop smiling. After 3 years of trying to have a baby, we had finally made it to this moment. The big black balloon sat in the middle of the yard, waiting for us to pop it. Everyone held up their phones, counting down with excited faces. Ethan squeezed my hand and whispered, "No matter what color comes out, I'm already in love with our little one." My eyes filled with tears. Just as we were about to pop the balloon, Ethan's younger sister, Chloe, suddenly shouted, "Wait, don't do it yet!" Everyone turned toward her. She looked pale, like she'd been holding her breath all morning. She walked over with trembling hands and quietly handed me a small white envelope. "I found this in Mom's bedroom yesterday," she whispered. I frowned. "Why are you giving this to me now?" "Because I don't think today should start with another family lie." The entire yard went silent. Inside the envelope was a DNA test. At first, I didn't understand what I was reading. Then I saw the names. Ethan, his father. Probability of biological relationship, 0%. I looked at my father-in-law. His face had turned completely white. My mother-in-law burst into tears before anyone even spoke. "I was going to tell him," she cried. "I just never found the right time." Ethan stared at the paper for what felt like forever. Then he slowly looked up at the man who had raised him for 32 years. The older man stepped forward with tears in his eyes. "I may not have given you my DNA," he said softly, "but every bedtime story, every scraped knee, every school play, I was there, and I'd choose you again every single time." No one moved. Then Ethan folded the paper in half, dropped it onto the table, and wrapped his dad in the biggest hug I'd ever seen. "You've always been my father," he whispered. "Nothing changes that." Around us, people quietly wiped away tears. A few minutes later, Ethan picked up the pin again and smiled through watery eyes. "Now," he said, looking at me, "let's celebrate the family we're building." Together, we popped the balloon. Pink confetti exploded into the air. Everyone cheered, but somehow it wasn't the pink confetti any of us remembered most. It was the moment one man proved that being a father has nothing to do with blood and everything to do with love. That little girl is 3 years old now, and every weekend she runs straight into her grandpa's arms without knowing what happened that day. Maybe one day she'll learn that families aren't always built by biology. They're built by the people who choose to stay. Do you think love makes someone family? Or does blood matter more? I'd love to hear what you think.